house on a little piece of land. This is a place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How y'all doing, baby? It's Thursday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting, and I'm glad y'all are here. Joe Coggins was the first one to jump in, followed by Jay Clayton, and him and Stephanie are together, so the romance is blossoming again. You can smell it in the air. Greg Talbert, my brother out in California, how are you doing? Seraphin Coley, thank you. Mega Wet Willie, Dwayne Twizzle, Richard Phillips is here. The remixtress is with us. Miss Linda, a.k.a. Mary Ellen, how you doing, baby? Karen Van Wyk, thank you, baby, for being here. Robin Lyons, Donald Ware, Mega Wet Willie is with us. Elena Jane Jane Hanson, Randy Curvin, Rantin' Randy, and the True Patriots group. Tune in and make sure you check out his rants on Facebook and on YouTube. Randy keeps using his voice every day, baby. David Billings is here. Let me see. Michael Johnson, how you doing? BW. Bernadette Pre, thank you for being here, baby. Martha Oliveira. Irish Giselle, thank you, baby. Michael Foulbuster and Willie Carson. Let me see here. Dennis Utenreiner. Donald Ware, BW, I think I said that. Chuckster 255 is here. Thank you for being here. Let me jump on down here for Cassie Hicks is here. And Doug Schuff. Hey, Doug, how you doing, brother? It is Thursday. I hope y'all had a beautiful day. It's a wonderful day down here in South Texas. Sun is shining good. Can't hear me in Discord. Am I muted? I am. Now you can hear me in Discord. Sorry about that. Forgot to unmute my mic. Anyway, baby, thank you, Gary Atkins, for letting us know that. Maria Betancourt, thank you for being here. I appreciate it very much. Anyway, it's Thursday. It's kind of busy all day, so I didn't poke my head in the news too much today, except for I got to see a part of Joe Biden's speech today, talking about the $3.5 trillion reconciliation bill that they're trying to get through, that is going to have some problems getting it through from our side. And he laid it out pretty much that he was talking about it's time for middle class America and below to start seeing some of the benefits of our toils. One thing he was hitting on was God damn it, I had a thought in my head and there it went. I thought of something else and it went right out of my head. He's trying to push the 3.5 trillion package and laying out what that means. Just Coggins, he said, forget infrastructure, do voting rights first. That's a bigger issue right now, and we need to take care of that. But right now they're talking about, he came out with his plan today and talking about it's time for the wealthy to start paying their fair share. The part I'm trying to think of in my head right now is the part where he was talking about the tax laws, baby. The huge tax laws that we have in this country, and none of them are written for your ass. None. These are all laws and loopholes that allow the wealthy to keep their wealth, baby. Don't pay any taxes. Piss on everything else. Just get it all you can and go on down the road. And we have to stop that. And anyway, I agree that we need to tax the rich, baby, because now the argument is over the debt ceiling. Republicans do not want to raise the debt ceiling. Of course, they raise the debt ceiling every time there's a Republican in office. That's not a problem. Only when Democrats are in office do they try to hold that and force issue about shutting down the government and whatnot. It's the same old bullshit that the Republicans keep playing on every level. It doesn't matter whether we're talking about infrastructure, whether we're talking about voting rights, whether we're talking about masks or vaccines. They're not playing the game, baby. They're there to disrupt and hurt this country as much as they can. So they can claim how terrible things are, and it's them doing the damn. Anyway, let me get up here real quick, because Mega Wet Willie just came in with $5. Said, heard today that Roger Stone got served papers from the D.C. police officer's lawsuit while on live radio show. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Indeed, right there in the middle of the show, he got served papers, baby. Can't hide when you're on live radio, baby. They know where you're at. Anyway, boy, howdy, what a day. Let's get going. Let me see, who's in the room here? Johnny Fly, are you with me?
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm with you.
How's everything How's everything in Pennsylvania, brother?
Well, do you really want to know?
Yes, I do. I'm deeply
Okay.
concerned about what's the events of Pennsylvania, because they're trying to pull some bullshit up there.
Well, yeah, hold on a second. Now I'll get into a coughing spell. Yeah, the Senate Republicans, they voted that they can now subpoena all of our records, all of the residents' records.
Yes.
They want to
Social
know
Security
your name,
number,
they
partial
wanna know
Social Security number, your driver's license, everything. They want to know everything about your ass.
It's none of their fucking business.
Now-
What the hell are they trying to prove?
They're trying to prove that the election was stolen in 2020.
Oh, yeah.
Probably
they wanna make
probably
sure.
by you, Johnny Fly. They're going to investigate your ass.
Don't tell everybody.
Yeah.
I was the mastermind behind it.
Yeah,
But
we got you.
yeah, they want to make sure we're all legal. Really.
Yeah, they're over. For a bunch of people that scream about their freedom from government overreach. Boy, howdy shit! There goes the government up in Pennsylvania doing a little overreach there, digging into
just a
everybody's
little.
records. Anyway, Johnny Fly, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. And Velda Lee,
Yes,
our mother hen of the group. How you doing, darling?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Your day's gone well.
Yes, it is.
Well, good. Then we shall proceed with a pleasant day.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
And Sparky Dunk.
With a little,
Go ahead.
with a little anger and piss and vinegar along the way.
Oh, pray tell, what are you angry about?
Oh, just
A
bring
list.
it up and
Yeah.
we'll go.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a multitude of subjects. Sparky Dunk, how are you, brother?
I'm fine. How'd you like our recall that didn't do anything?
I love your recall. I absolutely love your recall. I think it went exceedingly well.
All the maggot counties except one voted
Except
yes.
one. Except one.
You know what county that was?
I believe I do. Does it have anything to do with Kevin McCarthy?
No, Devin Nunes.
Yep, yeah. Tell me your part.
His district.
Huh?
Kevin McCarthy's district.
Yes.
Yes.
They voted yes. I thought they voted no.
It was in my maggot county. It was like 74%
Voted for the
voted
recall.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, didn't do them
Fresno
any good.
County's the one that voted no.
Well, I think it.
Just by a hair, but they voted no.
They voted no. Boy, howdy.
So-
one at a time. We'll flip them one at a
So
time.
Devin Nunes may be in trouble.
Oh, I hope so. How could they keep that guy on the ticket anyway? He's been an embarrassment ever since he got up in there. Well, let's move on here. Bill Jones, are you with us?
I believe I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. It was a pleasure talking to you on the phone today.
Yep. Yeah, we got about 5 minutes in, so everything's doing okay. Yeah, I heard on MSNBC that Mr. McCarthy's district ain't too happy with him right now, so he may be in deep shit.
Yeah, that's what I was alluding to there. He might be in a little trouble, I hope.
Yeah.
You know, people are getting tired of his shit.
Yeah, amen.
Flip-flopping
I would like
left and right.
I've been kind of out of the loop here for a while. Had a couple days in the hospital, but I wanted to briefly let the Blue Dot guy family know kind of what's going on and what you and I talked about briefly for about 30 seconds.
Right.
But I usually come on about once a week. It's usually Tuesday or Thursday. It's never Sunday. My weekends are loaded between the American Legion and my Democratic Party stuff and town halls and
Right.
everything else. So I do think
Busy
we have
man.
one night a week, and we agreed that I would come on Thursday tentatively, and if John wants to change that, that's fine.
No.
I tend to be a rather dogmatic fella and don't get involved in the small talk much. I usually come in and say 3 or 4 points and leave. So I decided it would be a good thing to do was once a week come on and talk about a subject for 5-10 minutes and leave it up to you guys to talk about, and I'll mix it up.
Lay the
One
groundwork
week
for
I'll
a
be
conversation.
Yeah, and one week
There
I'll
you
be
go.
serious, and the next week I'll make it funny and jovial. We gotta throw some positive news in too. Oh,
You
by
bet.
the way.
Oh, by the way.
Positive news I just saw about 10 minutes ago when I was in the room with my hand up. I walked through the living room to bring my dog back up and noticed on the news that the judge had bad news for Mr. Trump in the E. Jean Carroll case. He's letting the lawsuit go forward.
Letting it proceed.
Good news.
Donnie hasn't been doing too well in that lawsuit.
What is he in court now, about 1 out of 110? I mean, the guy's got a bad record, man.
Yeah. He's not going to stop this one. It happened while he was in office. Go ahead, Johnny Fly.
Well, you know what I was just going to say. Of course, 9/11, what was Donald Trump talking about? They stole the election from him.
Well, of course. Of course.
I mean, let's
That's what
not
we're known
worry
for.
about the people that were killed in 9/11.
No.
Let's not worry about that. We'll worry about his own life, see.
I'm telling you, we have some serious issues in this country, and we need to solve them. We need to put them to bed. Oh, Lordy.
Anyway.
Yes, Bill. Go ahead. Uh-oh.
I'm
Hello?
hearing static in the background.
Yeah, I'm hearing a little static somewhere. Oh, it ain't Bill.
He's
Bill
gone.
left. Discord, playing games again. That's what it is.
I'm down to 1 bar.
Oh, Lord. That's not good. We got a bright, sunshiny day, which means we could lose internet any second.
Same here.
You know, that's the way it is with us here.
I got booted out when trying to come into the room. I got popped into the room, and then I got popped. I had to pop out and reboot.
Discord is rather gripey here lately. It's been kicking it. Hell, it kicked me out. Huh?
Yeah, you're back.
Bill Jones is back.
Yeah, you're back, Bill.
That Discord just loves me to death some days, I swear.
Yeah, it's getting to be irritating.
So anyway, John, thank you for that, and we can do the once a week thing, and I'll just come in for 10 minutes
Bill,
or so. And
we'll look forward to it, brother.
And let you take off, but yeah, I look forward to that
We
too.
encourage
I think
anybody's voice to come on here.
It'll be fun, but it will also be educational. And there's a couple things.
Where else are you going to find such fine entertainment and education?
Well, we have so many talented people in the family, and I have but 1 or 2 small talents, and I will share those with the family here shortly. So thank you for the opportunity.
You know who one of our talented Blue Dots is?
We got a bunch of them.
That's Erin Trombley, running for town council up in Morrue, New York.
Yeah.
That's her Facebook account there and her official Act Blue account. So if you could donate to Erin, please do so. We're trying to get her elected up there, and that way we can stay with her when she goes for congressman and then governor, and
There you go.
we'll move her right up the ladder, baby. So yes, if you can, please donate to Erin Trombley. She's one of the Blue Dots trying to make a difference and trying to make a change in the world, which is what we all need to do, baby.
I tell you what, John, I like her. I think that she could
she's
easily
great.
get elected.
Yes.
Easily.
She's got a perfect personality. Very nice.
Yep.
She's on our ticket, baby. She's on our ticket. And I downloaded a new app on my phone today. What'd I call it? It was something vote. Info. Anyway, I ought to go get my phone because it's pretty cute. You download this app and go get my phone, would you? Bothers me. I love this little app. I found it today. I wanted something to keep me up to date with politics, not only in my district and my area, but across the nation. In this little app, once you put in where you live and all that, gives you a series of questions to ask you about your political views, which I don't have a problem doing, and it spits out all this information. But one of them that really hit home for me and demonstrates exactly what we're facing here in Texas. And until he gets back, I'm just going to round the numbers off. In my area, in my city, which I am listed in Robstown, Texas. That's not actually where I live, but that's my mailing address is Robstown, Texas. And in Robstown, Texas, I'm going to pull up the actual numbers here. Get rid of that. Right here. Right there. Where's it at? I'm trying to find my... I just got this app today, so bear with me just a minute. And it says your government, my government, all right? And it tells me, it gives me a breakdown of the Republican and Democratic numbers here in Robstown, Texas. We have a 20% population of Republicans and a 47% Democrat. Okay?
Wow.
That's pretty good. More than 2 to 1. 2 to 1. In Nueces County, my county that I live in, Republicans take up 27%, Democrats 40%. Again,
Awesome.
pretty awesome numbers there, man. Pointing to, you know, we're a blue area here. And then you look down here for the state of Texas. For the state of Texas, Republicans make up 37% of the population. Democrats take up 47% of the population.
You must have a lot of like a lot of independents.
The independents are only at 15% for the state.
Huh.
This is how you see gerrymandering. We have a 10-point lead in the number of Democrats in this state. We lead it in my county, in my town. But we have Republican legislatures. That's the result of
gerrymandering.
Gerrymandering. I love this little app because it keeps me up to date with everything. What's the name of it again? I forgot. ActiVote. ActiVote. ActiVote.
I need to check that out. That sounds great.
Yeah, it for my area, you know, when I put in my government, and it tells me everybody from my governor. I'm not going to mess with it right now. I'm trying to read it. It tells me everything from my governor. Oh wait. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm reading a message you've been sending. Okay. Trying not to get pissed off.
It's hard to do nowadays.
That's a photograph of the same car that's parked in front of them.
Let's fucking go. Right
No,
now.
they left. Seems we're getting visitors again, not only here at my house, but at my son's place of work.
Oh, that motherfucker's gone too
And
far.
my son, who is at work right now. Hey. Oh, Lord. Hold on to your britches, baby. It's going to get a bumpy night. Today, we were at home. I was fixing to take Tyler to work, backing out of my driveway, and all of a sudden a black truck comes down the road, followed by a red Camaro or whatever it was with a black racing stripe down it. They came down here and they turned around at the dead end and then pulled up over here and parked in front of my house as I was pulling out of my driveway. So I stopped. I'm staring at them. We got a staring contest going on here, boys. What's going on? What do you want? After a minute, he pulls out. The Mustang or whatever it is, a sports car, pulls out right behind him. And as they're turning the corner, he points at me. Well, you know where I fucking live, don't you? And now the same red car is parked up there where my son's working. Yeah, they're not done yet. These little scumbags, Dakota Chisholm and his little band of racist, bigoted assholes, who he cries to all the time. Look what they did to me. They told me, they said I was a racist. Oh, my God. Oh, Daddy, no. Oh, don't beat my ass, Daddy. Oh, please, I'm sorry. I'm a racist, Daddy. Fucking little prick. No, they have not learned. We've had almost 3 solid weeks since I released those videos, him being a racist, of him being an animal abuser, of him being a domestic terrorist. We've had 3 fucking weeks around here of peace and quiet. Not a single fucking Chisholm in sight. But today you want to come back. You want to cruise in front of my house? You think you're some kind of badass? Think you're going to plan some little thing here, you little prick? Well, jump on it, baby. I thought it was a rather appropriate time for you and your buddy there to pull up in front of the house while we have, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 shooters in the backyard practicing their shooting. Good fucking timing. I have more videos. I have more videos, and I have more disgusting fucking stories to tell about your little family there, buddy. You keep your shit up. And we're going to talk about the whole fucking family. I don't give a shit, you little bastard. The fuck do you think you're doing? Trying to come down here and frighten us? What, you point at me? What? What do you got planned, buddy? You don't have enough balls, and you haven't eaten enough fucking beans yet. You better go home and put on your fucking working clothes, boy. You ain't the first asshole I've ever tangled with. And you ain't going to be the last one. There's a whole fucking string of them in your fucking family.
Hey, John, they won't give up, so I...
No, how many thumbs down do I have today? Anybody go somebody on YouTube? How many thumbs down I got? Are they watching? Are you watching, Dakota? If you got your little... Hey, is Tommy watching? You little slime bag bitch. Are you watching? You little worm.
You got 1 thumb.
I got 1 thumb down? Shit, buddy, are you all by yourself watching this? Or is it just Tommy? I know it's one of you. You know, y'all get your little rocks off getting a hard on every time I come on the air. I am so glad you enjoyed my entertainment, buddy. It's been going on for 5 years. You ain't done shit, have you? Oh, that's right. You put up a Trump sign. How'd that work out for you? Were you proud of it? Are you proud of the asshole that you supported? The disgraced little lying shit and con man who to this day is still screaming, oh, we won. Oh, them Democrats, they stole the election. Oh, I'm just so butthurt. Get over it, pumpkin tits. Shit. He ain't got balls. He's a scared little prick. That's why he tries to do all this out here. That's the only thing. He drinks a few beers. He goes and gets it with his buddies. His little redneck buddies, and they all sit around and talk their racist bullshit. I understand he's married to a Mexican woman. How can you be a racist? How can you be a racist openly like that when you have mixed races in your family? Hispanic and black. You don't give a shit, just like your freaking daddy. I swear.
Hey, John, you
Put
know
out
what?
20 American flags, baby. I don't give a fuck. As long as you got that Confederate flag behind that shit, that don't mean shit to me. You're a disgrace to your fucking country.
Hey, John, I wouldn't waste any time talking about that prick. We have more important things to talk about than that asshole.
They're trying to intimidate my son while at his work. You want? They're disgusting little human terrorists. Like, you know, they want to do something. They really do. Whether it's hurt my donkey, burn down my house, whatever it is. That's what they are. They're Trumpers. They're little maggots who would follow this disgusting maggot into hell. That's who they are. They're a disgusting group of people. Fucking assholes.
John.
Yes, dear.
Take a deep breath. We're all behind you 100%. If your blood pressure's rising, take a deep breath, count to 10,
Oh,
and
baby,
play
it's going
the
to take
fuck
more
song.
than 10.
Take and play that fuck song.
to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Hey, Dakota! Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. Dakota Chisholm! Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. Let me play this again. Oh, Daddy, please don't beat my ass, Daddy. I'm sorry, I'm a little racist. I'm sorry they heard me playing the racist song, Daddy, please.
Anyways.
Yeah,
Did
what can we
anybody-
talk about, Velda?
Did anybody see the stuff that's going on about the gymnastics girls?
Yeah.
I was on TV the whole day the other day.
Okay. Thing is that's got me is this has been going on since 2015, the investigation. He was sentenced in 2017, early 18, to life in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Life in prison because of all the charges against him. And it's just coming out now, and the reason it's only coming out now is because we've got Democrats in office instead of Republicans. Because Republicans, the judicial system back during the pumpkin turd, they just shoved all that underneath the put it in the corner, bury it.
Yeah, what the hell was that all about anyway? Why bury it? What the hell were they trying to prove?
And one guy has been fired over it. The thing is that comes to
Velda,
mind is...
continue on, please, for just for a minute. And for the audience, I'll be right back. I'm going to go check on everybody. Make sure everybody's...
Okay.
All right,
Anyways,
we'll be
I want to know why, for one guy's scapegoat has been fired. Two, why they didn't have female FBI agents questioning these girls instead of demeaning these girls by using intimidating men. It's, and now they're making a whole hell of a blue, which it should have been done years ago. Now.
Well,
I can understand because of the politicalness of that Republicans and Democrats.
I think they're supposed to do an investigation on that to find out why they had this way. Good luck, I know.
Yeah, y'all have to remember that this started in 2015 with all that. By the time the complaints got hit and it was turned over to the FBI in October of 2016, guess what happened the next month in November?
Yeah, Trump was in office.
Trump got elected, and what did he do? He immediately gutted the FBI, and that's what slowed things down. So he did that to many agencies. And the good news is Mr. Nasser's in jail. The bad news is
terribly sorry.
But the bad news is he didn't get completely investigated because Trump destroyed the FBI. And yeah, that's the bad news.
And these girls, it's mind-boggling because people are outraged now. And don't get me wrong, the outrage is righteous. But you know what? We have child molesters in schools. We have child molesters in college. We have molesters. Yes.
Yes, we do.
We also have them. We have them in foster in the foster programs. They're all over the place, and we're finding more and more now. And the only reason we're finding more is because of social media. And and we've got to take and change the laws and put the laws into place that would give rapists and child molesters laws more teeth and more
we need to get
get them off the street.
I do think the FBI and law enforcement has a lot to do with getting a lot of this public. I don't I don't think that social
Well, the
media
reason it's public is because we have an Inspector General report came out of
Exactly.
the FBI, and the
Exactly.
FBI and the Inspector General pointed to 2 agents in particular who outright lied and misrepresented what the ladies had to say. It goes
That's
to a
a fact.
larger problem of
That's a fact.
a systemic.
Yep.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They were just talking about the rape cases in Texas when Greg Abbott says we're going to get all the rapists off the streets of Texas. Hell, we got over
No,
5,000 rape kits sitting on the shelf and have been over for years and years and years.
And
They're not a
sometimes,
priority.
and those rape. Okay, Texas has gone to not Texas, but California. I just watched this the other night. They had statute of limitations was 6 years. They finally got that changed. Now I think it's 10 years. If a DNA test comes up and it proves that who the rapist is, they can be charged at that point. The statute of limitations do not apply to the DNA.
But that's a shame, because every day that test kit isn't done, every day that DNA isn't processed, is another day that woman is going to have to carry that feeling that how can you explain that hopelessness that it doesn't matter, that why should she report it, because nothing happens anyway. It's going to go on the shelf and sit there for 5-6 years. Maybe they'll get onto it down the road. Meanwhile the same guy that raped her is still on the street. It's bullshit. And somebody said it was a patriotic society. It is, and that's what we have to solve.
The thing is, only 1 in 3 women will report a rape.
Yes.
1 in 3.
Yeah.
And then you have these other girls that come out, and women that come out and scream rape, 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 and nothing. They're lying, and they've been proven to lie. Those women need to be held to task, so that the other women will not be afraid to come out and be accused of lying
there
again.
There needs
because
to be
these
justice in a timely manner.
Yes.
You know.
Go
ahead, Bill.
I'd like to interject that I really believe the judge's decision today with the Jean Carroll case to let the lawsuit go forward, I think that's going to have a huge impact on the lower courts. I think these guys are going to start realizing that, hey, you screwed up, guess what? You're going to pay the price.
That has to be the norm.
Yep.
There's a teenage kid that was out there that raped a girl. The judge let him go. Well, we don't want to ruin this good athlete's reputation.
No. I don't give a shit about the good athlete's reputation.
Just
bullshit.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, no, I've seen that. I've seen that played out before. We had one down here in Texas. I can't remember the exact case. Was it drunk driving and killed somebody or something? Affluenza. He's very affluent, very rich. He doesn't know that the laws apply to him, and that's bullshit. I don't give a fuck how rich you are or what your position is. It has so much to do with what we have to do about this fucking country. Either we have fucking laws or we don't. Either we prosecute crimes when they happen, or we just say, well, we're busy today and we're not really that into crimes anymore. And that goes from everything from local, like this dick out in front of our house all the time, all the way up to the goddamn Congress and senators up there who break the law, it seems like, on a daily damn basis. And they play games with the life of this country. I'm sorry.
Am I the only one that notices that crimes against children and women are the lowest priority in the judicial system?
It seems that way. Not only in judicial, in the medical field, too. We've seen that through statistics. Especially black women. Get out of the way. Are you shitting me?
I'm more than anxious to hear something about the Gates case. They ought to be cranking that up again anytime
that's
soon.
what I mean, right there.
Yep.
How long have we been putting up with this bullshit about Matt Gaetz? We all know what the story
April.
is. We've heard it in the news. We've heard deposition. One guy's in jail. What's the problem? What's the problem?
And then we got Jim Jordan, who was the was a coach of the sub-coach or whatever he was
Up
at
in
college.
Ohio, yes.
Assistant coach of Ohio State.
Yes.
He had to
He
know
was
what the fuck
informed
was
of
going
what was
on.
going on, and he turned a
he did
blind eye
nothing.
to it.
He's
He
as
turned-
guilty
yeah.
as the perpetrator in that case.
We have
Hey, do
a
you
hard time
remember-
holding sexual criminals to task. Let me thank Ardessa, also known as Purple Moon Dragon, for coming in with $5. And this is good news, and we need it, by God. Dan's coming home tomorrow. Just need to get him to go to his appointments. He's a bit stubborn. He's going where he wants to be, Ardessa. We're so tickled to death that he gets to come home. I know that's where you want him to be, baby. Thank you very much.
Good news. Good news, Ardessa.
Ardessa, the best thing I could do to Wayne to get him to do what I wanted him to do as far as medication and going to the doctor was threatening to burn his dinner.
Oh, no.
That's a hell of a note.
Or divorce him. And then, oh yeah, I'll get in the car right then and there. He ain't gonna put up with that. He'll follow through.
Yes.
He'll follow through.
Hey, John.
Yes.
Do you remember Joe Paterno, who coached Penn State?
Yep.
Well, you remember that little debacle? I still think it was something funny there, but a lot of people were saying that he had to have known too. It's possible. He lost his job because of it.
Yep.
And what's going on with these people now? They don't lose their jobs.
Everything from the. I'm beside myself. I've got 10 things in my head right now, and they're running around, and I'm trying to corral them up. And it all evolves around the lack of accountability in our country for the crimes that are committed. And you know, right now there's a story, that guy out in South Carolina, that wealthy lawyer. Yeah, his family's been county prosecutor, I don't know, for 100 years or something like that. And that whole case just smacks of what the wealthy, expect. It just, the guys, they've been investigating the death of his wife and son that were shot to death on his property, and other deaths along the line, a maid who ended up dead. All these people ended up dead. He's an opioid addict. And then he hired somebody to shoot him in the head so his sole surviving son could get a $10 million life insurance policy. But the guy that he hired to whack him missed.
Turned over.
He kind of grazed his head and he lived through it. So he turned himself in. I've got a problem. I'm an addict. Yeah, we want to find out what happened to the maid. We want to find out what happened to your wife and other son. There's a whole list of shit.
Yeah, it's quite bizarre, John.
But he
it's
thought
very
yes,
bizarre.
because it smacks of a man in power being able to manipulate the system to be able to get away with shit.
Hey, John, is Travis listening? Does he have his ears on?
No, Travis is. Travis right now is. I'm afraid of what Travis is doing right now. He is.
Well, when he comes back, let me know, because I have a quick question for him with a little levity.
I will try. Yeah, I don't. He's going to be. He's pretty upset right now.
I understand.
I believe he is in the process of producing another video, and
cool.
It's not going to be good.
Well, if I go to get a chance to talk to him, have him look at his DM, because I have 2 sitting in there that have been sitting in there with no response, and I need to get a response from him in the next few days.
All right,
So,
I will. I'll get with him.
All right.
And let me thank.
It's about the hotel situation for the meetups.
Yeah, I told him earlier we needed to count the number of people that have already signed up. And if you have not, we're planning a Blue Dot meetup up in San Antonio on November 13th. You can go to bluedotintexas.com. There is a form there you could fill out. Let us know if you're going to be there. And we're trying to get a deal. That's what Bill is working on, getting us a deal on a hotel down there so we can keep the costs down as much as possible. It's
and
something
if you know
I'm
people
really
in Texas, tell them to get their shot, because it's not looking good down there, man. Good Lord.
No, it's not looking good anywhere, and this is all predicated on that. We'll be able to do that, and that means the variant doesn't get out of control as it is.
Even if you have to put it off, the good news is we're going to get deals set up to where whenever we hold it, we're going to get Class A treatment. So
Right.
that's the important thing.
There you go.
Yeah.
I won't be able to make it.
Oh, darling. Well, you'll be there in
Oh,
spirit.
Velda, I wish I was looking
You'll be
forward
there
to
in
meeting
spirit.
you.
Yeah,
Same
me
here.
too.
But I'm just not going to be able to make it.
Okay.
Well, you're going to be in our thoughts, Velda.
There you go. So you'll be there in
Thank
spirit.
you.
Let me thank Jay Blinn, who came in with a $2 donation and said, "Where is Aussie Dave?" Well, I don't know. I might have to reach out to Aussie. I haven't heard from him in a while. We'll have to check up with him and see how he's doing. I hope all is well, Aussie, if you're listening. Anyway, Rex Trek
Well, it's
came in
doing
with
good.
$5 and said, Are you all as frustrated as I am that it seems like
Oh, my
Merrick
God.
Garland is sitting on his thumbs? Is he building a case or not bothering? Or not bothering? I'm pissed off. Rex Trek,
I think he's working his ass off and
I
just
hope he
keeping his
is.
head down.
I hope he is.
He's got a lot of
He
got a lot going on.
he does indeed have a lot going. As there is a lot going on in our nation, and a lot of pressing issues. So yeah, I'm frustrated. I'm wanting to see something. Like the simple things like Matt Gaetz. Really, is it that difficult? If you have the evidence, let's go. Let's crank it on down the road. I'm tired of that shit. But
Hey, John,
on bigger issues. Yeah, go ahead.
Did you see the President Biden is working some sort of a deal out for Australia to get nuclear power?
We are making a deal with the United Kingdom and Australia to provide Australia with nuclear-powered subs, not nuclear-armed subs. These subs will not be carrying nuclear missiles. It will be a nuclear-powered sub, which is a...
And you see how China got all bent out of shape.
China is getting bent out of shape, and it's if it boils over, it's going to boil. We're in the South China Sea.
They can build their own.
Yeah.
Huh? Who, Australia?
Well, they steal enough stuff off of us, so they probably could build their own.
Who?
China.
Build their own
China.
subs.
Oh, China's got
steal-
subs, baby. China has submarines all over the freaking
But
place.
they steal our technology, John.
That's what
so
they're known
you
for.
know,
That's what they're known for, stealing our technology and profiting off of it. Yes, that's part of our problem with trade with China. Is they don't have a problem stealing our technology or trademark
or
material
jobs.
or our jobs. But we do that. We do it because people in this country want a cheap product.
Intellectual.
We want a cheap product. Most of the stuff comes from China, and we're eating it up.
Then they'll complain. I don't understand why we don't have jobs, bro. We tried to warn you.
Well,
that was my pet peeve
over the years,
because-
we allowed it to happen by just allowing, we went for cheap labor in other countries to build everything from refrigerators to TVs, whatever. And the market left the United States, and those
John,
cheap products fueled the market.
I was very much. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Belda.
Just excuse the interruption. Bring Bill back in. He got kicked
Oh
again.
yeah, he got kicked
Let me
out.
get I have to go around the
Okay.
table to get the mouse.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. It's nothing that we're doing. This is how Discord is. It's really crazy.
Yeah.
Oh lordy!
I don't know why I never get bounced.
All right,
Look at the top.
let me hit the button. Oh, we got Ed over here too. We'll get him in and bring Bill in. There we go. Bill's back, and Ed, are you with us?
Bill's back.
Loud and clear. How's everybody tonight?
Doing great, Ed.
We're doing fine, buddy. We're doing fine. Trying to make the
I
night
guess.
of it.
Yeah, I was watching the news, with Normal Call, and of course, the Capitol's being gated up again because of the Justice for J6. Honestly.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, what they did was wrong. They stormed a federal building, and they assaulted officers. And of course, this is just, honestly, they don't realize they are living a delusional dream. Under 95.
They're living in a parallel universe, I think. You know
Exactly.
that? It makes no sense.
We have to keep
Whoever heard of
January
it?
6th in the forefront because we need to keep reminding voters of all the way up until November of 22 about January 6th. We
Speaking
need to
of
run
which,
this
I
stuff in.
believe that Newsom is safe. Newsom is safe from the recall.
Yes.
It was just a waste of time. It was just a waste of time for McCarthy
It was
and
a
Elder.
swallowing tactic.
It
That's
was,
all.
well, it was a
waste of taxpayers'
a waste
money.
of taxpayers' money, but it was a way for the Republicans to stand up and scream.
$276 million.
Is that how much it cost the recall election? That's what it cost the state of Texas. I mean, the state of California to do that
John,
bullshit.
Years ago, could you have imagined this happening? I mean, if they would have did something like this years ago, 67, they would have probably been shot for treason. Now they're like, justice for
treason for them is nothing
people.
Now, Johnny. Treason is just like a parking ticket to them. It means nothing.
They're saying it's justice for the January 6th people. They got their justice. That's why they're in front of court.
That's why they're in jail. That's why they're in jail.
Just because it didn't go
These people are protesting the treatment of the people that have been arrested for the January 6th insurrection.
I'm telling you what, John, we're going to have to keep on our toes.
Play the violin for the basic.
They're going to do their best to try to overthrow our government.
So,
I'm hearing people talking. I didn't know.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, John.
Yes.
Let me say something real quick.
All right.
Right before I got zapped, were talking about Matt Gaetz, and then you jumped 4 or 5 different stories. But one thing I wanted to comment on before you jumped and I got zapped was, remember, Greenberg got a 90-day extension on June 30th.
Greenberg.
Okay? The guy that the guy that flipped on Matt Gaetz.
Matt Gaetz' buddy.
Right. Yeah, the guy that got sentenced. He got found guilty on 33 counts. They reduced it to 6 so he could
plead out.
Help the so he could help the prosecution. He was given 90 days. That means September 30th is coming pretty soon, folks.
Then we should be marking our calendars.
Yep, I think we should be hearing something. That's what I was going to close out that with, and then I got Discord said, "Okay, Bill, you're done."
Yeah. Well, in September we shall see. I hope so.
We'll see. September 30th. That's 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks from today. So
giving him more time to spill the beans and get the evidence nailed down. Because I think he's got a price to pay, baby, and I can't wait to see it.
Well, I hope they do, John, because this is crazy. I mean, like I said, if they would have did this back in the 50s and 60s, they would have been in trouble. Yeah. Now it's they're doing everything they can to overthrow our government. We really have to be vigilant,
Well, I'm not too sure about the 50s or 60s. We may have to go back a lot farther before they'd shoot him for treason. But
I don't.
Actually,
I'm not too worried
if
about this
MacArthur was still in office, they would have been shot for treason.
Well, I'm not asking for them to be executed. What I'm asking for is that they be tried for the crimes that they did commit.
Yeah.
And that's where this all hinges on. And this January 6th, what the people they're yelling about are the ones that we always talk about are just pawns. They're not the meat and potatoes of the case, baby. The meat and potatoes. Oh, wrong mouse, Jesus.
On January 6th, there was 40,000 people showed up, 40 to 45,000 people, according to the National Park Service.
What are they expecting this time?
They're only expecting 700.
And I bet the number's going to be smaller. I really do, because the only people that are going to show up are your die-hard maggot conspiracy theory QAnon idiots. Because what self-respecting person would show up for something like that?
Right. Well, then the word has been put out by everybody. All the officials, the FBI, they told these guys, you better stay home because we're ready for you. So I think they got the message.
I think so, too. There's not a single politician that is speaking at this rally. Now, there are 2 Republican primary candidates that will be there. I can't remember their names. I looked at them earlier. Can't remember right now. But there will be 2 of them, 2 Trumpers that will be there speaking. Other than that, every other politician, especially on the right, well, nobody on the left, but all the Republicans. They don't want anything to do with this. They wish it would go away because it reminds people of January 6th. And the more we talk about January 6th, the worse it is for Republicans. So they'd rather this not even be in the news.
And don't forget, they're also thinking about 2022 also. It's like
that's exactly what they're thinking about. That's how come they don't want this in the air on the airwaves. They don't want this in the news. These Republican politicians, right? Donnie does. Donnie, because it's all about Donnie, but Donnie thinks they're going to use it against him. You bet your ass we will. That's what we're going to do, because they're there for Donnie's ass.
And for the campaigning, we'll be using it too.
John Bill popped again. He's got his hand up.
Oh, Lord. This Discord is just driving me nuts. I swear. Let's see. There he is. He's back in now. It's just playing with you, Bill. It loves messing with you.
Yeah, they love me. Yeah, what you were just saying is so true, because I really believe that they're so damn scared. And our job is to remind people of all the bullshit that's been happening for 5 years, whether it's health or COVID or the insurrection or all the bullshit.
All the bullshit from the last 5 years.
Yeah. And the misuse of the filibuster and getting 3 Supreme Court justices shoved in, and yet they won't vote on voting rights. And we got to remember, we have to remind them every time.
We do.
And that's our job. Keep the negative stuff in there. Have you seen Lincoln Project the last few days? They've been cranking out some shit, man.
Yeah, you sent me a couple of them on my phone there. I enjoyed that. Thank you very much. They are.
Yeah, but
they're cranking them out because they are the conservatives that have realized exactly what Donnie did to their party. And they don't want it.
And they're not happy.
Because until they get rid of this Trump shit, this mold that has crept into their party, nobody's going to take them seriously. You're liars, cheats, and thieves. You're loyal to a man and not to a country. Fuck off. Shut the fuck up.
I just need you to shut
the fuck up and go away, baby. Yeah. Huh? What?
Amen.
I thought you wanted to say I was going to play my favorite song just to lift my spirits.
Did you hear about the January 6th committee?
What about it?
They put out a statement today.
Pray tell.
I've just posted it in the main discussion.
Tell me about it.
But what they're doing is they're asking the Pentagon to save all records from before January 6th and after January 6th. The steps taken to protect our security.
Yes, because because Bob Woodward and Robert Costa's book is coming out, Peril, and in that is a lot of information. When are they ever going to learn not to let Bob Woodward anywhere near their ass? Are you shitting me? I love it.
I heard that they had to come get together and get along with a lot of other get on the phone to a lot of different people to let them know that nobody's getting near that button.
Yeah, nobody. Yeah, that they started screaming that General Milley should resign. He should resign. He should be fired. He called the Chinese. Come to find out, Mark Esper, Department of Defense, he called too. Are you shitting me? These are Donnie's people.
Nancy Pelosi needs to testify about her phone call to Milley.
Yes. Let's get this. I am so glad that this is coming out, really, because it shows the desperate attempt that he was trying to do, one way or the other, to take over this country, whether it be by trying to get the election overturned by calling all, Georgia, Arizona, Michigan, everybody, all
starting
over.
A war.
Yes, starting a war.
Starting World War III.
By any means necessary. Hey, before we go too far, it's already been 6 minutes. Catman56, my buddy Keith up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, came in with $3 and said, what trumps? Kool-Aid drinkers seem to forget. The blue of real America of the people. See them? We have AR-15s, too. Yes, we do. I thought it was very appropriate. It was that they pulled up there in front of my house and all that shit, and I got there's like 4 guns going off in the backyard back here. At the pop, pop, pop. Jesus. Pick a good time to cover. Huh?
Yeah, they should give General Milley a medal.
A medal.
Because what What he actually did was stop a war because Donnie was stirring the fucking pot.
Yes.
Yeah.
And China was worried that things could spill over. And in South China Sea, it is very tense there. It would not take much to have a Tonkin Gulf incident over in the South China Sea right now.
If General Milley wasn't there, John, guaranteed we would have had a war.
For every one of these damn Republicans that are standing up screaming about where was your ass at the end of his presidency? Because now with Bob Woodward's book coming out, we're getting direct quotes and shit. This guy was a whack job. Where were the Republicans screaming about the security of our country then? They would nothing, baby. They would rather see this country nuked to the ground than to go against Donnie.
The thing is, these fucking books, John, they're coming out. Why the hell didn't they fucking stand up and go in front of the Congress and testify and bring it out?
Well, the 25th Amendment should have been implemented, but they can't. They don't have anybody with balls enough to do it, to stand up.
No.
You know, and besides that, it would just played it out. All Donnie would have to done is stand up and say, no, I'm just fine. Leave me alone. And then we'd go into a process that would have lasted forever.
They were scared of their own shit, John. They should have did something, but they were afraid. Everybody's afraid of Donnie, I guess.
Everybody's afraid of Donnie. I guess
Retribution we were afraid of.
For
you can
what?
only be afraid of a bully as long as you let the bully.
Only if they have something on your ass.
That's right.
That's what I think. That only because Donnie and maybe his connections to, I don't know, what was that rag magazine used to be? Insider, Inquirer, whatever it was. That guy had all the information. Yeah, National Enquirer. Maybe they got all the information on all these senators, congressmen, all these governors, whatever, and got dirt on their ass, because I don't know any other explanation for somebody like Lindsey Graham or Marco Rubio to disgrace themselves totally, flip-flopping around, looking like a fish. You know, it's utterly ridiculous.
Somebody can only blackmail you for as long as you let them.
As long as you let them. As long as you're fearful of the information they have the power over you. You know,
absolutely.
You know.
Sometimes it's better just to turn loose of whatever it is and say, hey, I screwed up and he's doing this.
I did something wrong and I shouldn't have done it, and I paid a price for it, and now here I am. You know. But anyway, Jeremy McDonald, thank you very much. Jeremy came in with a $5 donation. Thank you very much, Jeremy. We appreciate it. Lord have mercy. It is the January 6th incident in the surrounding chaos of this past election that has to be held, the people have to be held accountable for. Because as long as we're doing that, we're going to take 22. We have a good chance of winning if we keep driving home the fact that these people are treasonous, that they are willing to fight against their own government, and we need to push that home and remind people all the time.
There's another thing we need to push home too. We need people that are in government right now in different states to be held accountable for their misuse of their power in their states that has allowed for a better word, neglected homicide.
Yeah, negligent homicide.
People dying. Yeah.
Yeah, Donnie needs to be held accountable for that one.
So this Abbott,
hundreds of thousands of people. Yes, Abbott too, and Ron DeSantos.
Florida. Florida.
And these.
And here in Arkansas, all the red states that are blocking all these laws.
Yep. This is where it comes in, baby.
Amen.
This is where we have to really get the vote out. What I just described to y'all.
75 children per day are coming down with COVID in the state of Arkansas.
Yep.
Is that an acceptable price to pay? No. No, none of this has been acceptable. And it keeps getting, keeps getting worse because we have people that have taken a common vaccine, a vaccine like any other vaccine we've always taken, but they made this political. I'm not going to take it, and I don't give a shit how many people die. These people are not American patriots. They are low-life scumbags who are selfish.
Cowards. They're
And
cowards.
I don't have any. My give a shits about them people are. If you're in the hospital and you're fixing to die, you didn't get a vaccine. Well, I'm sorry for your family. Now get out of the freaking bed and maybe let somebody who needs a bed for a real reason get in there, because I'm fucking sick of it.
If
Jesus.
this virus had left scarring, like smallpox,
Yeah.
you will be scarred for the rest of your life. We've got a vaccine. You can bet your ass everybody be lined up down that street, down the highway,
Yeah, but
down
this you
the
don't.
freeway, a whole line.
We know. My son the other day saw somebody he knew come in the shop, come in the store to buy some beer. Hey, how you been doing? I got COVID. Really? You got COVID and you're out fucking buying beer? Wonderful. You want to know how that shit spreads? Ignorant assholes like that. And this is somebody we know. We know this guy.
That's sad.
You know? Comes in there talking, I ain't got no taste and I can't smell anything. I got the COVID. What are you buying the beer for? You can't taste or smell it anyway. Shit, drink water. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, and how many people did he spread it to?
That's
in
the
the
good
meantime?
question right there.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm tired, and again, these are people that fly the American flag, proclaim their patriotism and their freedoms and all that bullshit, and it's all a bumper
Where's my
sticker to them.
freedom?
Yeah, you ain't got none.
Where's our
Not compared
freedom?
to them. Their right to not to wear a mask or anything like that, that's their freedom. They don't give a shit about your freedom because it's not about you. It's all about them and their personal freedom, not the freedoms in this country. They don't give a shit about it.
I know that insurance companies are going to be raising their prices on insurance if you don't have that vaccine.
Yeah.
Well, let them worry about it. That's on them.
Yeah, it is on them. They're
That's
killing their own
before I leave.
constituents. With this, we get so frustrated. We get all of us. We get so frustrated with every issue that the That's their plan. Chaos, baby, chaos. Throw everything into chaos. Doesn't matter if it's economical, if it's health issues, if it's laws about voting. It doesn't matter. Keep the chaos going. Just make it all go so haywire, and then we'll claim we can come in and fix it. That's the Republicans. They're low-life scum Republicans.
You are pukes. You are the lowest form of life. You are not even human fucking beings.
Not any.
You are nothing but unorganized, grabastic pieces of amphibian shit.
That's what they are now. That's what they've turned them to. That's what they have selected for their party. That's what they're living
Sounded
on.
like my drill instructor.
It was yours, mine, and a lot of other guys. Yes.
Here's another thing that we can do. I'm just going to pull this one back from Washington State, from where we lived.
Uh-huh.
We had income tax. We didn't have income tax. We had a sales tax on food, and this guy wrote up a petition and had that petition put on the ballot. And in the way it was worded and stuff like that, we were able to get and vote sales tax off of food. So that worked out really nice. And then the guy did another one. He wrote up another one to go on, and it was to reduce the price of tabs for your vehicle. At that point, we were paying a percentage of, let's just say, it's 2010, and I bought a 2005 pickup. I have to pay Blue Book value for that 2005 and 2010 for my tabs. So my tabs are going to cost me $300 and some odd. Okay? He wrote it so that cars are like, tabs are like $50 and tonnage is X amount of dollars. And we got that, and we voted that to come in.
Think of all the taxes that you pay as a citizen.
Right. But here's the thing I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
We've got really smart people out there listening. And if you want to change the laws in your state, get together with educated people, sit down and write your laws and get them on the ballots. And let the people vote it.
It all starts. Everything that we do somehow starts at a grassroots level. Somebody,
Yeah.
just as Vela said, some people get pissed off about something, and they decide, well, we're gonna write our congressman, and they write the congressman writes back and gives them a bullshit some stuff. So they decide this ain't good enough. We want to do more, and the more they do this, more people gather. It's how we get pressure on congressmen, but it takes numbers. They're not going to listen to one person up there. They need to have a group of people come up there with their gripes or their ideas or everything. Anything less, the lobbyists, their money alone is enough to dismiss your ass out the window, put your file over here and the circular file over here. We'll get right back to you. Don't forget to vote for me. You know, it is indeed, you know, they say, why do we raise our voices? Indeed, the only things that have ever changed anything in the world is when the population demands it. When the citizens of the country demand change, that's when it comes. Yes. Because then we hold the power over the lobbyists. Because it's our vote that ultimately decides whether or not the guy that the lobbyist is paying is going to stay in office or not. So at a certain point, the lobbyist's money is secondary to holding his job. If he doesn't keep the job, he ain't going to get the money anyway. So it is only by the power of the people's voice, the demanding of change is when change comes. Any other time, we're pissing in the wind.
The latest example of that is the marriage for gay folk.
The Marriage Equality Act. When people standed up and demanded it.
I couldn't remember the name of it. Sorry.
That equal rights should be, you know, it because it's based on a religious belief. And religion is not supposed to be in our law, so take your little religious shit, that man shall not marry a man, and go over there and be happy with it. That's fine. But don't try to bring it into our Constitution, because our Constitution guarantees people those rights regardless of who they are. I'm sorry.
Hey, John.
Yes. Yes.
I was going to say, I'm going to say one negative thing, and then I'm going to say two good things.
All right, give me the negative thing.
You guys triggered me.
Right.
At this point, we have now hit a statistic in the United States that 1 in every 500 Americans across the country has died of COVID. Used to be 1 in 1,000. Now it's 1 in 500.
Yes.
The two good things are I have seen the effects of the new mandates going out in my own state. I have a acquaintance I went to school with who's been resistant to shots. You know, it's not going to happen to me, blah, blah, blah. Yesterday, he posted on all the entrances to his building. If you work here, you need a shot or tested every week due to the new mandates. We will follow what the government says because we obey the laws. And he was complaining about it, so it's working. And the second thing, the good thing, is that Vermont has joined a lawsuit against the big oil for their lies for the last 40 years or whatever about climate change.
Yeah, they didn't know anything. We didn't know. We was.
They knew from the 1940s.
They
and
knew
50s
forever. Who didn't
class,
know? Anybody who's alive right now knows. So there's no bullshit that they can provide. You know, it just. We all know that if we do not get off of fossil fuels, that our planet is going to eventually just melt, and we're just all going to melt with it. We'll all be dead, gone, and nothing here. So either we start addressing the problems that we face like adults, like we can try to fix it. You know, Greenland just opened their first big CO2 capture out of the air. And I think it was like 400 and something million tons of CO2 that they expect to be able to extract out of the air, you know, in Greenland, because they're afraid they're fucking melting. And they are. And you know, if other countries can take such a bold move like that, while we sit down here, like me and Spark were joking about the other day, the carbon capture bullshit that they sell down here. A lot of money poured into oil and gas companies to help, bring up the technologies to be able to do this one day. So we'll just give you millions and millions and millions of dollars. You just keep putting in the fucking bank. Jeremy. How are you, brother?
Jeremy, you're muted.
No, I'm muted because I'm working.
How are you doing?
I was going to say, I'm good, other than the one bad story, which COVID's something that triggers me because I've followed it for the last year and a half. But
yeah, we all have been.
Other than that, fall slowly coming to the northeast, leaves are starting to change. It's not 100,000 degrees anymore. I guess it's okay.
It has been rather pleasant down here the last several days. Ever since the storm came through, we've been having like really mild weather. And, you know.
At least you're safe and sound, John.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We dodged another bullet with that one, baby. I'm telling you, we've been lucky several times down here already.
Knock on wood.
You know, when Harvey came through, and that was a devastating storm, it barely missed. You know, we got the edge of it at my house. But the majority of it was over in Rockport, which is not that far from me, which devastated a whole city. You know, so it's a matter of miles sometimes. And, you know, because for me to Rockport, it's probably, I don't know, 60 miles, 70 miles from me. Huh?
I'll say good night to you all. See you next Sunday.
All righty. Ed, you leaving?
Okay.
All righty. Well, we appreciate it. Coming in. Caught me off guard there.
Hey, John, Bill got kicked again for the 17th time tonight.
Oh, God. Wait a minute. Where's... Came in the room and he put the mouse back over there again. Boy, howdy. Let me see if I can get it real quick. Hey.
I'll be right back.
All righty. Oh, Lord. Let me see here. Let me see. He did that. I'll do this. And hopefully Bill would come back in here.
Just has to accept it.
Oh, this thing. There's Bill. Bill, back in the room. There you go.
There he is.
Yeah, Disco. I don't think it was 17, but I think that was number 5.
It picks on you bad, Bill.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Well, while we're paused, let me thank Catman56 who came in with another donation and said, thanks, Catman. He said your show should go national. You speak for many of us, like 80+ millions of Americans. It's called common sense. I don't have anything y'all don't have. That's why come y'all sit there and tell me that I know something. I don't know anything more than y'all do. This passion for our country, it's within each one of us.
Well, you know what,
And
John?
we're tired of the bullshit.
John, you say it in that unique Texas way.
Yeah, that's what I do. Look at here.
It does.
Saddle up your horse and let's go, boys.
And John, you know when these people are going to change, you're going to sound perfect for that too.
What's that? I'm sorry, say that again.
I was going to say, and you know when these people are going to change, we're so angry at. You've got a sound effect for that one too.
Yeah. You know when that's going to happen?
And I suspect that's going to happen the very same day that I start shooting silver dollars out of my ass.
I'm going to go to the bank, buddy. I'm going to go to the bank. Anyway, Mega Wet Willie came in with $5 and said, we got 5 days of heavy rain from Harvey, which is just now stopping. Flooded a lot of streets here in Pensacola. Well, I'm sure you mean, what was it? Dominic? Mega Wet Willie, the one that just came through. Harvey was a few years ago. The one that just came through, oh no, Nicholas, who just came in and is now dumping over near Florida, through Alabama, Mississippi, and into the panhandle of Pensacola. John Cass just said my brother lives in Aransas Pass. Said it wasn't too bad. It wasn't. Out here where I live, it was a nice, pretty sunny day. Rain came through on one band, and that was it. Sky turned blue, sun came out. We had a little rain. Dodged another bullet. But the weatherman told us it was because an upper level shear winds had kept the west side of the storm dry, and the east side was very wet, and so it went right on past us, and again. Dodged another bullet, baby, because they're going to go somewhere. Every one of these storms, it tests our national fabric, and it gets tested every year with the wildfires out west. Back to the Paradise Fire, when people lose everything they have due to a disaster, it is up to our society to step in and help them. Same thing with tornadoes or hurricanes. That is what being a society, being a nation is all about. It's not building a big war chest to go to war, baby. It's about taking care of our own citizens, taking care of our own. And that's what we've lost sight of over the years. We have a huge defense budget, baby. We spend money on defense projects left and right. We don't even think about it. And yet we let our infrastructure crumble. We gripe back and forth about, the things that need fixing in this country. It's time for some serious change, and that change only comes from you. Only comes from all of us when we all have had enough. I'm fed up, and I'm not taking this shit no more. Ain't that a line from a movie? I'm mad, and I'm not taking this anymore. That's what our country has to say. We're pissed off at this bullshit. We need to take care of this country. We need to repair our infrastructure. We need that $3.5 trillion in human infrastructure for our society. Why dump it all on the rich every freaking year? They're fine, baby. They got 10 yachts. Betsy DeVos has at least 7.
The Republicans could care less about us middle class and poor people.
Because you don't have enough money to make a donation that makes a shit to them. That's the problem.
Right.
It's only until our voices become so loud that our voices overpower their money.
Right.
And that is what this country needs, a revival of that, a revival of patriotic spirit of standing up and finding Mr. Smith goes to Washington and send his ass there to tell him, hey, we're tired of this shit. We're tired of this bickering, this debate that's going to go on for the next 50 years. We don't need that shit. We need to get shit done. And as long as we have assholes like Manchin or Sinema down in Arizona playing piddly-ass games, then we have trouble getting things done. So in 2022, it is imperative that we take the House and we take a major gain in the Senate, which is doable. Oh, Ron Johnson up there in Wisconsin, I think it is. He's got his ass in a crack. He's going to lose his seat up there, and it's probably going to flip Democrat. If we keep punching these damn Republicans with their treason, with their ability to hurt this country, to allow Americans to die of a disease, we keep hammering that home, and we can do this. But it takes every freaking one of us and everybody you know.
And you know what, John? When I keep hearing it, as I've mentioned this before, but when I keep hearing these newscasters saying, oh, well, the likelihood of the House turning over to Republicans was more likely to happen. Bullshit if that would. If we Democrats get out there and vote, it won't happen.
When I read those percentage points for Democrats here in Texas, 47% to 37%. We outnumber them. But it's only by their lying, cheating, and stealing that they retain their power. So, yes, it's an imperative that every Democrat in Texas gets their ass out to vote. Because there's more of us. There are more of us that we can do.
Amen.
And anyway, I guess we better wrap it up. We got some things we have to deal with here at the House. And, it's rough. It's rough because, like what you're saying, nobody's born a good citizen. Nobody is born a good person. The people that are harassing us are not good people. They're anything but. Yeah. And I've grown tired of their constant ignorance and their bigotry and their hatred, and it wears on my family. But with all that, and I'm tired of it, baby. I am so tired. But what I'm more tired of is watching a Republican Party attempt to destroy this nation right down to my own fucking street. And I will not let that happen. Not on my street, baby. And not in my district, not in my county, not in my state. I will not allow that to happen. But I can't stop them alone. Any of them. It is only when we come together, and I can't stress this enough, it is only when we come together that we demonstrate the real power that we have, and we have massive power.
Amen.
So we just need to concentrate on using it. I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight. Johnny Fly, thank you. Keeping Pennsylvania safe for us up there, buddy. Watch it. Them Republicans are coming for your driver's license, buddy.
I know.
Yeah, they're going to get you.
Well, they won't find
about you.
anything too exciting in me.
Well, I put it all out there. They don't have to look hard to find out anything about me. Anything at all. Johnny Fly, thank you very much for being here. Velda Lee.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. Velda Lee, always a pleasure, darling.
Always good to be here.
You bet. I'm glad you come more often. We need your calming voice. Keep me from going ballistic. Anyway, darling, thank you for being here. Bill Jones, thank you. Yes, go ahead, Velda, before we go.
One more thing right before we sign off and you say goodnight for the last time, will you please play Shut the Fuck Up for Bernadette?
For Bernadette.
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up.
That's for you, Bernadette. And I sent that to Robin Kincaid. So the next time I go over there and stumble over there on Friday on the front porch, I fully expect to hear that song being played over there. Yes, she asked me
One
for
more
it.
thing.
Yes.
Good grief.
Bernadette's got a coffee cup that says "Shut the fuck up."
Shut the fuck up. There you go. Outstanding. Well, Velda, thank you very much, baby, for coming in. And Bill Jones, thank you, sir. We always appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'll be looking forward to next Thursday.
Yep, that'll work, and I appreciate that opportunity, and I'll make it serious one time and fun the next. So we'll mix it up.
We'll mix it up. Outstanding, Bill. Thank you.
I want to say thank you to you and everyone for allowing everybody's voice. I think that's a wonderful thing, and I'd like to reiterate what John said. And it's always good to hear it from multiple sources. And I will remind you, we've only just begun to fight, folks.
Oh, baby.
And and we're gonna win this thing. Don't give up now. Don't
Damn
quit
the
on me now,
torpedoes,
guys.
full speed ahead, baby. We're ready for anything.
Yeah,
like
we're
that.
doing well.
We're doing good.
Don't forget Erin Trombley up in New York. I just sent her a check the other day. She got it on Wednesday, which pleased me. So, but anyway, y'all guys be safe, and I'll talk to y'all in the chat after the show.
Outstanding, Bill. We appreciate you coming by.
No worries. Thank you, brother.
You bet. And Jeremy.
What's going on?
Thank you, brother, for coming in. We appreciate it tremendously.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Outstanding, brother. Thank you for coming by. And my bud, Spark.
I got a fire report for you.
Oh, yeah? Let me have it.
The Dixie fire is 86% contained.
86.
And the Caldor fire is 71% contained.
Wow. That's good news, but
guys
look
need
how long
rain.
look how long it's been.
Well, it's cooled down, so it's helping the firefighters. Yeah. And there is some rain in the forecast one day, I think.
Well, let's hope.
Maybe Sunday or something.
Yeah.
You don't need a gully washer, but you need something close to it.
Yeah, need a steady little drizzle coming.
We need a Pineapple Express.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, Spark, thank you again for coming in, brother. We always appreciate it. And I want to thank John Cass, who just came in with a $5 donation and said, "Stay cool, John. I'm going to try." Thank you, John Cass. Thank you very much. And thank you to all that donated to the show. Thank you to all our Patreon members. We just got a new one. Let me see if I can back that up, because I thought I saw a notice. Oh, that's 2 days. 2 days. Oh, Lord, yes. Sean Duvall, thank you very much. Just became our most recent Patreon member. So, Sean, thank you very much. Those are the bills. That's the ones that pay the bills, baby. We appreciate it tremendously. And so I want to thank all of you. Oh, that's the wrong mouse here. You want your mouse back? Goes back and forth. I want to thank everybody in our YouTube family, in our Facebook family. Thank you so much for coming by and spending your time with us. We appreciate it tremendously. We'll be back here for another Blue Dot Live on Sunday night. So please get ready and come by and join us. We appreciate it. And mañana, baby, mañana. Put the beer on the ice and put the bud in the bowl. It's Beer and Bud Friday, so let's get ready for a good weekend. We could all use one, baby. And try to keep a smile on your heart, baby. Sometimes it's hard to do.
Amen.
But you gotta try. Thank y'all. Y'all say good night to everybody.
Good night,
everybody.
Good night.
Have a good
everybody.
night.
Take care, y'all.
You bet. We appreciate y'all coming by. Y'all